Hi, you've made it to the Module 2 articles, and that's great. I hope you're finding the course interesting and that you're finding the material that I've supplemented the text with also interesting. And you've reached another set of articles, and these primarily focus on the topic of entrepreneurship. As I read a lot of your introductory sign-in messages, a lot of you are considering starting your own business or entrepreneurial aspect of how do you develop that company or that corporate idea, or what should you go into. And so what I've included in this module are a lot of articles that relate to people who did just what you want to do, start their own business or improve their business or whatever it might be. Now, I do want to add a little side note about entrepreneurship. Even big corporations want entrepreneurs. They want people with ideas that they can take to their boss that maybe can develop into a new division, a new aspect of the company that hasn't existed before. And so we have inner corporate entrepreneurs as well as external entrepreneurs that exist out there. So if you're working for a big company and maybe you want the security of that corporation, you might want to consider, hey, I have a new idea, and maybe the company would want to run with it, and hopefully you'll get credit and you may become head of that division or department or whatever it might be to help the company grow and get larger. So think about that aspect as well as leaving a company or a job and just starting out with your own business. But now let's go look at the articles that I asked you to read. And the first one talks about Bob Johnson and company creator. And in that article, he provides you with some, I think, good tips about how to work with others and how you can make your dream successful. And for him, it's obviously worked very well. Next, a couple of articles really talk about people who take a passion and turn it into a business. One person who had to overcome a lot of personal, I guess, hurdles, with a divorce and other aspects that enter into her opportunity that she took and ran with and became very successful. So again, I try to share with you success stories, but the following article is titled The Perils of Starting a Business on Your Own. As many as we try to promote, success in entrepreneurship, there are challenges that you have to address. And I want you to go into that new job, that new area, that new career of starting your own business with your eyes open and realize the ups and downs. Another article that I have is titled Company with Benefits. One of the big challenges for any entrepreneur is as you start to grow and get bigger, you have to hire strangers. A lot of entrepreneurs start out by hiring family members, and that's a good start, good place to go. You have people who you know and hopefully are committed to your dream. But then as you grow, you start having to need new and more employees. And many times those become people you never met before. And you might want to think about, hey, what benefits do I offer to them to have them join my organization? And that's a big challenge. And so you want to think about, what you offer employees. And that article sort of addresses some issues you might want to think about. Next article, How to E-commerce. Many of you are into e-commerce already, and a lot of you want to continue to expand or get your business into that aspect of growth and, not necessarily having a brick and mortar store that you have to worry about. And so this article gives you a few tips. It's not an end all for sure, as the internet is always changing and there are better articles out there that you may encounter. And so what you have to do is absorb this information and see what's going to work for you. And the last one is 5 essential money questions. And yes, money is always going to be an issue for that small business person. It becomes that challenge as you grow. How do you generate cash flow? And later in the course, we're going to talk about accounting and finance and really help to reinforce some of these points later. So I hope you find these articles interesting and useful. And again, you'll never guess, but there's going to be a Module 2 quiz coming up, and the articles are going to be included. So I hope you're finding the course interesting and useful. And for you entrepreneurs out there, I hope you find this set of articles very useful to you as you embark on a new business or try to expand your current business. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.